The Earth we live on has many environmental cycles, ranging from how water gets around to cow poo. Today I will be going over 3 of these cycles, starting with the water cycle. Water is held in the sea. Evaporation turns it into a gas. The gas goes up and cools down and turns into a cloud. When the water inside it gets too heavy, it falls. This is called precipitation. As rain, it can run back into the sea, it can be absorbed into the soil and drunken up by a plant, and once it's in the plant, the water can be evaporated through the plant's leaves. It can also go into the ground and stay there as groundwater. Humans have impacted the water cycle by affecting the temperature of the earth. Sometimes it's too hot and sometimes it's too cold. This can affect when it evaporates, when it precipitates, all of that. Now it's time for the phosphorus cycle. Phosphorus is a type of rock. It starts up in the mountains, but because of water and rain, it gets washed down, usually into the ocean. So some of the phosphorus can sink into soil and fertilizer, but most of it goes into the water. In the water, it can eventually build up into new landforms, but the phosphorus can also be absorbed by plants for nutrients. Cows and other livestock will eat the plants that have the phosphorus in it, and when they poo, the phosphorus gets put back into the ground for the decomposers to break up. Now it's time for the carbon cycle. The carbon cycle is the cycle of, well, you guessed it, carbon. This is all through the atmosphere, the ground, basically everything we really interact with. It starts by being in the air, and we breathe it in. When we breathe it out, we can't breathe it back in again, but the trees can. So the trees breathe that in, and then they breathe stuff that we can breathe out for us and other animals to breathe using. And when animals eat plants or trees or anything that has carbon in it, they get it. Their fossils contribute to fossil fuels, which contribute to carbon in the atmosphere. Trees getting burnt gets carbon back into the atmosphere. Even photosynthesis in plants and trees produces its own carbon, and it just forms a cycle going round and round, giving basically life to everything.